What is happening in MARAKWET and what happened in Kericho, they are not accidental. And I'll ask the MARAKWET elders to seek to know. Community elders of the Kipsigis should also seek to know. Some time back, something happened in Kericho, and there was some frost. There were rains that destroyed tea and caused losses and calamity in Kericho County and the neighboring Bomet, but especially Kericho, plus the fire infernos and some strange occurrences that happened in Kericho. And as a prophet, okay, I did not speak at that time, but there was a judgment that actually is visiting, that judgment visited Kericho. And the same wave of judgment is visiting Nandi County. And same judgment is visiting other parts of Rift Valley. So you can actually take a look and look at Nakuru County, see what's happening in Naivasha, see what is happening spreading to Baringo, and now see what is happening in MARAKWET. With all due respect, I know that Murkomen comes from MARAKWET, and let Murkomen seek to know from God. I want to tell us, Kenya, that there is a judgment that is really loading. And so the deaths that have happened, or actually the mudslide that has actually befallen MARAKWET County, is a pointer to what I told us earlier. There will be deaths and there will be deaths. There will be deaths and there will be death. So death are actually deaths that result from famine and from hunger. And that will tell you plague number 8 as its last end, which many people are still doubting. There will be a terrible drought. There will be terrible drought in the Republic of Kenya. Once we are done with the rains that you are seeing, Kenya enters into a season of drought. That drought shall be quite long. And worst of it is that the harvest that Kenya has had that makes the government feel like they're on top of food. I mean, they're on top of the world. Maybe they have food security. The rains are actually washing them away. So I gave a prophecy sometime last year about where we are today. That in the event Kenya will harvest, whatever they will harvest shall be celebrated over by weevils, and whatever escaped weevils shall be devoured by aflatoxin, rots and wastage. And I remember saying that you'll have weevils singing choir when they invade granaries in the Republic of Kenya. Now, Kenyans be afraid. Better take a prophet of God serious than a politician. We may say things that may take years to come to pass, but eventually they come to pass. So we are not very sensational. I'm not very sensational, yes. But a politician is very sensational. But what I tell us comes to pass. Today, Kenya is actually facing at the prophecies that I told us some time back. Have we not harvested? Now see what has happened in MARAKWET. There are farms with a harvest. There are farms with maize plantations were swept. Is it the devil? Is it Satan? Let the pastors and let the clergy in those areas seek to hear from God. Me, I speak from here. So they are a pointer to plague number, the last segment of plague number 8, and fulfillment of plague number 9, which will make room for plague number 10. So in that case, those who know how to seek God, try seek Him while there is time. So we saw that also in Kericho, their tea plantations and their maize as well, also their farms, were actually swept by terrible rains and plus hailstones. Hailstones that actually not only raided and beat Kericho County, but also some neighboring counties. But Kericho suffered the worst effect of it. And also there was fire infernos that actually swept across Kericho County and the schools. God is actually warning Kenya about impending judgments. So for MARAKWET, what has happened is actually a pointer to what is still coming. There will be more catastrophes that God has been using to warn Kenyans with. But Kenyans are not keen. So because I know Murkomen, I may not want to just expose his nakedness online. But Murkomen was one of us just around here. Murkomen was a brother in Christ. And he was just a good guy, good lawyer around, just until he joins government. And so Murkomen think a lot of blood has been shed during the time that also Murkomen, you took over security docket. I may not want to just expose everything. But coincidentally, it is your county that has suffered such death casualties. Did MARAKWET people commit sin? Did they deserve to die? There are things our leaders do, and they don't care about repercussions. Similarly, also Central Kenya, there are things actually Gachagua did, and they did not care about the side effects. So Mount Kenya, there are some judgment that's actually hitting Mount Kenya. And some of those judgments they have got to do with the very craftiness of their political leaders. So Mount Kenya, are they not in Babylon? And when I give prophecies, some people about to profile me as a bad prophet. They profile me as a bad prophet. And the one prophet will tell them the otherwise. So let your prophet tell you otherwise. Then eat the otherwise. So I told you Mount Kenya, you'll be in Babylon. Then some are still saying that Gachagua will be president. I say, where? So if you see Gachagua, just tell him that me, I have no problem with him. God has a problem with Gachagua. So those who are still banking you bank your votes on Gachagua, Gachagua will just be an influencer. But Gachagua becoming a king, forget it. It will not happen.